here with more as someone who has experience actually negotiating with the Taliban. Adam Boehler is with us, along with Medal of Valor recipient who is trying to get his former colleagues out of Afghanistan, Brandon Ray Seabolt. Let me first, you've negotiated with the Taliban, so let me ask you one question that has not been asked Joe Biden, and I know the conversation because I've confirmed it with Donald Trump. Many people are on the call. Mike Pompeo confirmed it. He was on the call. Mark Meadows confirmed that this call took place. Before any negotiations with Donald Trump began, he told the Taliban leader that if they ever hurt a single American or didn't follow every comma and every period, he would obliterate them like he did the caliphate. They've been on the march for some time. Why didn't Joe Biden stop them as they were taking over large geographic areas of the country? And the big question is, should Joe Biden trust these people?
I don't think you can trust a terrorist group, Sean. I mean, at the end of the day, the reason we were effective in our negotiations and the reason why they stopped attacking U.S. militia, our military, is because we had strength behind us. We had the U.S. military standing, and you brought up the conversation that President Trump had, that Pompeo had. It was very clear that we would hold the Taliban accountable the moment they stepped out of line. And that's what we need to show here. The situation right now is unacceptable, and it's not acceptable because right now the Taliban's waiting us out. They know we're going to leave. We set a deadline. And quite frankly, I don't care about the deadline. The end of the day is our mission. Are we going to accomplish our mission? And our mission has to be to get our U.S. citizens out and get our Afghan allies out, because we don't leave people behind. It's a U.S.
Well, you've
ethos.
negotiated with them, Adam. So my question to you is, now they're on Sky News saying that if they don't meet the deadline, that's unacceptable and there'll be consequences.
Well, who gives a damn? Who gives a damn?
I give a damn because I give a damn because I don't want them using as leverage our fellow Americans. I care a lot.
Yeah, but the strength of the United States is our military. I don't care who's in power, who's president, Democrat, Republican. At the end of the day,
Joe's giving them a lot of leverage, Adam. Those are called human shields. Our fellow Americans are their shields, unfortunately, because he allowed this to deteriorate. What's that?
I agree with you 100%. He needs to take the leverage back. One thing won't change is our strength of the U.S. Army and our military, and he needs to unleash them, and we need to show our strength. We don't leave with our tail between our legs. And so the goal here is empower our military and take the leverage back. We don't listen to the Taliban. We're the United States of America.
Well, I don't listen to the Taliban, but I wouldn't have allowed this situation to happen at this point. Brandon, I understand that you're working hard towards, first of all, you got the Medal of Valor in 2018 in August. Let's talk about the work that you're involved in. You're trying to get former colleagues out of Afghanistan. How's that effort going?
Well, Sean, it's not going real well. And they are abandoned in Afghanistan, and it's a horrible situation. These are guys that risk their life, working with U.S. troops and, side by side in hundreds of combat missions, and they're just being abandoned. They're scattered throughout the provinces and can't get into Kabul, the only place where they have a chance of getting out, due to all the Taliban checkpoints. And oh, by the way, these are Afghans who went through the rigorous process of 18 months to 2 years to get an actual visa to come into the United States. So the fact that the deadline of the 31st looks bleak for them, the president's deadline needs to be when the last American or the last Afghan with, partner force is out of that country.
But I agree, Brandon, wholeheartedly. The problem is what I was saying to Adam. When they got 10% of the country, the Taliban, and 20% and 40% and 50%. When my sources are telling me the CIA pulled out of there 7 weeks ago. So there were people in the intel community warning them, and they didn't listen to them. And now this is a situation we have where our fellow Americans are caught behind enemy lines and under the control of the Taliban. I don't see very many great options here, even with the might of the United States military, because they got an awful lot of Americans they can bring harm to. Adam, we'll give you the last word.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, if you talk to American military members here, what do they say? They say they're livid. Why are they livid? They're livid because they didn't fight for decades for us, exiting with our tail between our legs. So the administration now needs to change the dynamic, and they need to change it quick. I couldn't agree more with Brandon. We need to up our military game here, and we need to show that we're the United States of America, and we don't listen to anybody.
I hope Joe's listening to you, because there ought to be tens of thousands of troops in the air right now going there to escort Americans to that airport and getting them the hell home where they belong, with us. Thank you both.